All right, chat. We got a week recap. Setup of the week. We're gonna do week 3 and 4 of April. Gonna be from the 13th to the 17th, and then the 20th through the 24th. So yeah, the first week we're gonna go over, which is week 3, is not gonna really be much because there's really no A plus setups here that occurred here except for Friday. That was the only day we had any A plus setups at all. I haven't even started the fucking week recap and the shit was already bugged out. Goodness, Trading View sucks so much, bro. Tuesday, where are we at? We're on Monday. Alright, so starting off, we're inside the new week opening gap. Not really looking for shorts. We've yet to see any rejection out of here besides this move, but I mean, we just pushed and broke that high, so not really going to be looking for anything shorts wise. The targets, nothing but a void, okay? So the only thing you can really look for is a continuation long at best. We have some untapped gaps down here. But yeah, we'll just see how this market open plays out. See what gets presented. So we tap into these two 5 minutes. We reject out of them. I think this 5 minute gets inverse, but we still reject out of this one. So this kind of just looks like a risky long here. Like, just the displacement alone is the only reason I personally would think to take this. We do have, I mean, decent size trend line right there. But this long, I mean, it just got blasted through. This fair value gap, both these fair value gaps right here just got blasted through. Pretty neat break-even point. You could just maybe aim for like a 1-to-1, something like this would be pretty nice. But yeah, let's see if we have any SMT or anything. So we do have an SMT right here. Looks pretty decent. In 15-minute gaps, let's see. We didn't hit, and my fucking thing's broken again, bro. It's not even broken. I just can't fucking scroll. This shit's pissing me off, bro. I gotta waste my time doing this shit. Yeah, we don't hit any 15-minute gaps on NQ. Check the 30-minute. Nothing on the 30-minute. Nothing on the hourly. Nothing on anything else. The only thing we have are these two mediocre, insignificant 5 minutes that I do not care about. This one doesn't even matter right there, but yeah, this was kind of just literally long. I would only take because of the crazy displacement. And I mean, I like the lower resistance, but that's about it. Aim for 1-to-1. And besides that, let's see, this did hit instantaneously within less than a minute. After that, we didn't really get much else. I'm gonna just go on the 5 minute and play this out, see if we get any other type of continuation, so I can rank how dog shit it is. Yeah, literally nothing. Alright, now on to the next day, Tuesday. Why is my chair squeaking so much, bro? This is annoying. Everything is pissing me off right now. Right, 8:30, 9:45. Holy moly, I forgot about this. This huge almost $1,000. What the fuck? 1,000 points to the upside. Crazy expansion. We did take this buy side out here, so can't really look. I mean, we do have the final buy side is technically right there, but this just looks way more prominent. Oh, there we go. It's working again. But the only thing I see is this untapped gap here with a relatively equal low. We did reject out of an hourly there. Untapped hourly here. And we have an hourly right there. It's pretty tiny. I didn't even notice that until just now. The 15-minute chart. If we inverse this 15 minutes to the downside, I can look to be bearish and trade towards that unfilled 4-minute or 4-hour right there with these relatively equal lows. That'll be a pretty decent sized target, especially just because we're so overextended. You know, getting a retracement wouldn't be so bad. Let's see. Can this chair stop squeaking, bro? Oh my goodness. Manipulate lower. No wicks to the downside. This long looks terrible. Wait, is this even a long? Not market open yet. Never mind. I'm tripping. So we do run up. We have this data wick here to the upside. Don't know what that's from, but it's a very clear data wick. kind of just blast through it. We don't really give any entry or anything like that. Let's see. Yeah, it's just chop work here. Nothing to trade here, nothing at all. Don't even need to waste my time going over this day. We'll just play this out until the end. We get a very tiny retracement here. Super dog shit. Not even gonna waste my time, so we're gonna go on to Wednesday. Alright, where's market open? Right here. Okay, so this Wednesday trade wasn't all that too bad. I mean, wow, this whole week we've just been expanding like an absurd amount. Over 1,000 points right there. Longs, I don't know. Let's see what the 4-hour chart's looking like. Rejected out of this 4-hour here. We probably rejected out of an hourly as well. Yep, right there. Not really looking for shorts too much. I mean, it's pretty obvious that there's a short setup here, but let's see what this one's about. We have an hourly here, that inverse to the upside. We go on the 1 minute. So the higher time frame structure, I don't give a fuck about any of that. That does not matter to me. It's just, it looks disgusting. Alright, there's nothing to even look for on the higher time frame, so it's just lower time frame setups like this that I kind of pay attention to in times like these. But yeah, we run up. Now I'm gonna say why this initial short fill. We have a crazy displacement to the downside, blasting through that 1 minute IFG right there. We have a 2 minute as well. There's a 3 minute. It's probably every damn time frame. Let's see. Let's play the 3 minute out. The 3 minute got respected. 2 minute got inversed. The 1 minute got inversed, of course, and it just failed. This is very clearly a shit trade, and it's very obvious. I mean, we had a data high that we came less than 10 points away from taking out. So there's any type of short prior to this data weight getting taken out is F rated. All right, it's F rated. Once we take this out, this is our cue to then, look for an entry to go short. We also took this daily high out right here. Let's see, no SMT, it looks like. No 1 minute gap, but we do have a very nice and obvious 2 minute. This got inverse with great displacement, nearly like about triple times the size of the fair value gap. The break-even point would be just these lows here. I'm gonna go on the 30-second. Maybe it looks more cleaner. All right, this looks cleaner. We have equal lows right there, relatively equal lows, whatever. And then this looks like a decent break-even point. This shit gets blasted through. Now this would have been a break-even. I mean, at this point in time, you're already you're up 1.4 R. Full TPing there doesn't seem bad, or at least scaling your position out. But yeah, this shit just ran up. I don't know why we didn't take the rest of this out, but it's just price action. That's just price action. So really nothing else. Go on the 5 minute, play this out. Let's see what we get. Nothing on the 5 minute. There's not even a singular fair value gap I can spot with my eyes. We get this one. This is, oh my gosh, this just looks so terrible, bro. Let's see what type of entry there could have possibly been. Dude, the entry is it's so much in premium as well. Like, what? This is so ass. You're lucky as hell if you banked off of this trade. Anyways, on to the next day. Thursday. We're already so close to getting the full week done. Let's go. All right. Nine a.m. 9:30. Where's 9:30 at? Right there. Doesn't look like we have anything marked up here. Let's go to the hourly, see what we got. Rejecting out of an hourly fair value gap. Also that order block right there. Rejecting out of a 4-hour. Generated low resistance here. Yeah, we just ran up. I mean, longing against this low resistance to the sell side is pretty dangerous. I wouldn't see that as a good long. But then again, we do have good low resistance up here as well that we could. I just had a crazy stutter right there, but whoa, what the fuck just happened here? So we get a huge dump Oh, this is off market open right here. Market opens, and we get a huge dump, taking out all the sell side. Maybe we get a long from here. Wow. What the fuck is this? If you took this 30-second off this sweep here, this resweep inside of the hourly and the 4-hour, took a 30-second, you would have gotten break even up here. Alright, then you would have got a 30-second to the down. Ooh, another fucking stutter. What the hell was that? See, a 30-second to the downside. It's not like a animatronic, bro. What? That was crazy. Off of God knows what. I have no idea what this is. I mean, 30-second BPR. There's literally no cue to short. You're aiming for a protected low. But yeah, that would have gotten, not even gotten break even. You probably would have got stopped. Then we get another short. We got stopped. Long. You probably would have got stopped. This shit's probably gonna dump. Yup. Yeah, man. This is just a terrible day. It's disgusting. Okay, we come inside this 5-minute pause. That was a crazy calm. What the fuck? I don't see anything at all. I mean, there was this 5-minute you could have potentially taken if we got it, but that is pretty obvious. It's gonna be dog shit. We got a protected high up here. Everything about this day looks so horrible, man. We got a 5-minute IFG back to the downside. Is that even an IFG? Can't even tell. Can't even tell. If I can't tell, I don't care. Straight shop work. Now we're on to the one and only good day of this week, which is Friday. Okay, there we go. So Friday, 9:30. Got this huge 15-minute that we are inside of. I think we're at all-time highs. I don't know. Okay, all-time highs is up here. So all-time highs all the way over there. 4-hour, we don't really have much in the current state. 1 hour, we don't have much in the current state either. 15-minute, 5-minute. Let's go ahead and play this out and see what happens. Alright, so this is good. We have an unfilled 5-minute above here, which aligns with the equilibrium of this range. We also have equal highs plus this 930 wick right there. That's a great target. Looks amazing in my opinion. We are rejecting out of the 15-minute, the 30-minute as well, and not an hourly or anything like that. Just those two higher time frame gaps. Really nice V shape. Love the wick here and love the nice displacement to the upside. Don't really know what the break even point was. I think I just went break even once we displaced a little bit past like these highs right here. I don't remember. But we make equal highs and we chop up. Still ahead to make another set of equal highs. So we have stacked low resistance and relatively equal highs up here, plus actual exact equal highs, and then we get a dump. Now here, an S&T is formed with ES. You can see ES sweeps that low, and Q does not. And then we just have the most obvious 1-minute long. And honestly, any IFG here is A+, no matter what. It doesn't even matter if it's a 15, 30, or even a 5-second. Any IFG here is A+. Because look at the most obvious target that we have. Equal highs, untapped 5-minute, relatively equal highs. It's just stacked, all right? It's stacked on top of stacked. We also fail to hit equilibrium with this range, so it's even more of an A+ target. Once we get that 1 minute, it's pretty obvious we're going to just smash right through that, which we did. Now me, where's my TP? I think this was what my trade looked like. I had my stop a little bit tighter, but I just marked the shit up off just like 5 minutes of reviewing the week before I did this. So, but yeah, those are the two really good trades. This one happened to be a break even. Dang, that would have sucked if you just had TP set right here and you're just waiting for that to get ran through. But yeah, this one was also a really good trade. So now on to the next week where we actually have setups to discuss. So starting off with Monday. Let's see. Now we're going to do this week a little bit differently. I'm just going to go over the setup and then see what happens. So we have a data high above, data wick below. Market opens, we run up, hit that data wick. We give a little dump here, looking for data low. We end up running back up. This long here is a pattern trade. We failed to hit the data low. This is a protected high. We just swept this high. And I think, are we inside of a new week opening gap? Yes, we are. So we have nothing but a void to the left of us. So, really dog shit. Now here, we swept this low, which also filled this 5 minute over here. But, okay, that 5 minutes is what I'm talking about. But we failed to hit this untapped 5 minute down here, which was also a 15 minute, which was also equal lows. We failed to hit that, so I knew that any long we get out of here is going to be complete buns. Now we did deliver inside of OTE of this range here, the daily range, all the way from this low up to here. And then just waiting for a retrace, and man, oh man, did this look perfect. And all the way until NQ did this bullshit for no reason. I don't know. I still don't know why we did that. Generated a stack ton of low resistance right here in the 30-second time frame, as well as equal highs right there. And yeah, I was waiting for a nice manipulation lower, but for some weird reason, NQ just decided to make that huge wick to the upside. You know, completely just turning our A+ S tier rated break-even point down to like a B+. But really nice reaction here. Wow, this is actually slow as fuck. Never mind, that was not a nice reaction, but I think we got a 1 minute. The 1 minute looks nicer. Okay, we get it down here. I personally took the 30-second because I wanted to see the entire gap get inverse, not just the 1 minute. But it happened at the same time, so it doesn't really matter. End up running up, full TPing. This was a banger ass trade. Now this, I don't think this got hit, which I didn't really like to target this because in my mind it was still protected. So I only aimed for around like OTE or like midway from OTE and EQ, something like that. I forgot, but yep, that was a pretty obvious trade. And everything else for the rest of this week, spoiler, was just a break even. Okay, just break even. So now we're going to go on to the next day, Tuesday, which I don't think we get anything on Tuesday. Maybe we did, I don't know. No, we didn't. There's no way we did. I guess we did. Let's see. I'm going to just go to the 5 minute play side. We have really, really nice low resistance right here. Really nice low resistance. Okay, so we get a huge dump to the downside. Let's see what we came out of. No 4 hours. We have the order block right there, but that's not enough in my opinion. Rejecting out of this hourly here. Not too bad. Let's see what the 15-minute chart is telling us. Rejecting out of this huge 15-minute. This looks much more A+. Let me erase all-time highs. So this is our new all-time high that we have. No entry over here on the initial reversal point. This is chop work. The 2 minutes. I think there's just the 5 minute, yeah, that we were waiting for, but it took like 5 or 4 candles. 1, 2, 3. It took 4 candles to get inverse, and by the time you take this IFEG up here, way too much in premium. It also is within this imbalance. Well, not quite, but it's really close to it. I mean, maybe that'll be a good break-even point, but if you're taking an entry this high in premium, you're pretty much an idiot if you think we're not going to retrace lower before we continue higher. So that's a pretty self-explanatory trade of why not to take setups like that. Now we do get this retrace into this 5 minute. Now why I don't like this is because, yeah, we do get this IFEG right here. It took 3 candles, which is one thing I don't like. Now number 2 is literally right above the entry point. We have this gap that is still holding. So I would need to see an inverse of this, and by the time we get an inverse of that, we still have these gaps up here. So it's just all around just not a good setup. And then of course, you know, we're in premium from this range. We've already expanded most of the way. We like 15 points away from the actual higher time frame high compared to the 160 that we just expanded up. So this is, unless there was like equal highs up here or a session high or something like that, that would be different. But this is just a random high that I don't give any fucks about whatsoever. Alright, so now that's Tuesday. That's not even a trade. I just wanted to showcase how bad that was. I guess that's why I had marked it up, but that's not anything to A+. So forget about that one. Now let's see what Wednesday has. Okay, so we have huge low resistance right here. Another great amount. We've just been building low resistance, taking it out, low resistance, taking it out. So that's pretty much what I'm expecting here. Now we do have the all-time high up here, which is also relatively equal high. As you can see, this failed to get hit. Excuse me. We're pretty much generating low resistance right here. So what I'm thinking is I want to see a manipulation lower before we run up higher to this. This is the main objective in my opinion. Price is looking to seek this out. So I was looking for some sort of manipulation lower. This was the perfect opportunity because we had low resistance right here. We had equal lows. Let me go ahead and mark this as equal lows so we can remember. But yeah, we didn't really reject out of anything to A plus for this to be considered like a continuation short. But it was just a very obvious that we got this 5-minute IFEG to the downside. Now this I wouldn't take. It wouldn't be too bad, but I mean by the time we get it, we already hit the break-even point, so not too good in my opinion. Plus, we just displaced so fucking low, so I'd rather wait for a retest. We retraced into this 5-minute. I think we get a 1 minute or a 30-second out of it. I believe it was a 30-second. Never mind, it was a 1 minute. So, excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Never mind. Oh, that was weird. But we hit OT of this range, rejecting out of the 5-minute, of course, like I just said. And then we get a big-ass straight candle to the downside, inversing that 1 minute right there. Break-even point was pretty much this recent low down here, just because we had so much stacked liquidity right there on the 30-second. Huge low resistance, pretty obvious. And then we had the equal lows as a final target. Well, objective for me on the higher time frame is I would like to see a sweep of all of these lows. But, you know, you only need your portion of the pie, which is what every fucking trader says. I'm just saying that just because I can't think of anything else to say. But, yeah, we hit this low and then we run up. Doesn't hit full TP. I don't know why. We didn't even make an SMT or anything like that with ES. It just decided to just run up for no reason. And then after that, there's really nothing you can take beside a long right here to the actual main objective. But I don't like that 5-minute long. We did give a 2-minute right here. I don't like this 2-minute because we have this one right above, which was holding. So I really don't like anything else here. Now I'm going to go to Thursday. See what Thursday had. Alright, so we have new day opening gap right there from Wednesday coming into Thursday. Well, the PM on Wednesday and then eventually Thursday. We have Asia high. We have this hourly BPR that was getting respected. So I'm just going to rush through this setup because there's really nothing much to explain. But we have great generated trend line right there. And then even better right here on the higher time frame, which is also Asia low. So I'm expecting just any type of short if we hold this BPR. Of course, if we inverse the BPR, I'll look to either take longs or not trade at all. But this was just a very obvious bearish day for me, just because of the targets alone. Like, I don't care about all-time highs at this point in time. The targets are enough to tell me that we're going to be bearish today. But that doesn't mean I'm going to take any and every single fucking short, like, this whole day. Like, this right here, this 1 minute is just not a plus to me. It's not light bulb. I wouldn't take it because we're at all-time highs. It's pretty dangerous. We can easily just, you know, retrace and then hit stop loss, whatever, run back higher. So I want a higher probability, more like a setup with more confirmation. And now once we get this 5-minute, which is down here, boom, we also get this 3-minute right there, which is much better than the 5-minute in my opinion. I had to squint my eyes to see if we actually inverse this or not, but yeah, really like this trade. Now shit looks like it was gonna hit, right? Nah, we just generated trend line once again for the 4th time. And that right there is the most obvious sign to go break even, because if we're going to continue, if we were going to actually run this trend line here on this move, we would just blast right through it. There's no reason why we would just tap it and then run back higher. That's so obvious. If you see the same shit happening here, oh, we're going to run this low, boom, hit this, run higher. Okay, we're going to run it this time, boom, hit this, run higher. What makes you think this shit's not going to happen on the 4th time, all right? So this is pretty, like I said, really, really obvious sign to go break even there. And it's likely that price is just going to resweep this high or something like that and then run it later. We play this out. Okay, once again, hit the trend line, runs back up. I'm on the 5 minute for this. What am I doing on the 1 minute? So boom, take the high out. And oh, insane dump, taking out all this liquidity, even taking out this liquidity from the previous day that we failed to hit. Wow, all that shit in just 1 p.m. move, 1 p.m. session. That's crazy. Now on to Friday, last day. This was the best day in my opinion. Really, really love this day. This was just beautiful. So I think we're at a new all-time high. Yes, we are. Yes. New all-time high. 4 hour, not really giving us much. We have a 4 hour gap all the way down here. We have a new day opening gap all the way down there. Don't care for that too much at all. We have an hourly here and an hourly here, which both are in discount of this range from this low up until this high. So the only possible thing I can see happening is a test of these fair value gaps and then a long out of there. That's the only thing I can look for. Now, market opens, bam, get that shit right there, right? The one thing I don't like about this is ES made equal lows. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, it was right here. ES made equal lows with the 1 hour. Did not like that whatsoever. So any long from here, I didn't really like. We gave this 30 second, but like I said, ES left equal lows, so we could easily retest that. Not only that, but we didn't. I don't want to say fail to hit. Well, we did fail to hit it, but we already had hit this gap, so it's not like it's needed for this more discounted 1 hour to get hit. But since we came so close, plus ES making equal lows at the initial 1 hour, I would assume that price is probably just going to resweep this low and then get along from there. We gave a 30 second maybe. I don't even know if we actually gave it, so we didn't give it. There's really nothing I could see you could take in here. You could take here, but if we did get that 30 second, we still have all these gaps to the upside that we'd have to wait to get inverse. So it's just overall not a good play. Now we did end up inversing this 5 minute all the way up here. This very, very tiny 5 minute, but it's just so much. I don't know. I don't like this. It doesn't look good to me at all. It's just something about it looks ass. Like, why would I take a trade up here? We just made equal highs. It makes much more sense if we resweep the low and then run higher. All right. Now the targets, which I forgot to mention, are a set of equal highs or triple equal highs. Bang, bang, bang. Untapped 5 minute, resting just beneath OTE of this range right there. So it's a really, really, really good target. Really obvious. Now we just generated, so we have triple equal highs, untapped 5 minute, premium, and then we also have low resistance that we just generated. Man, oh man, is that beautiful. What? That's just, this looks so fucking textbook. Like right here, this ugly candle. It just looks like we're gonna blast straight through this. There's no reason we should run lower, right? Wrong. I just want to quickly state that we gave this 1 minute IFPG right here, right? Both these 1 minute gaps. At the same time, we gave this tiny 2 minute gap. And at the same time at the entry, we generated a 5 minute right there, which is our break-even point. Why is my voice cracking right now? But yeah, we get a retrace and we get a pretty big count to the upside. That was a pretty good break-even. Just based off the displacement alone, once price is up here, you're expecting like, all right, there's no reason we should run lower, right? Nope. We just chop up for like 10 minutes straight and then decide to just run up and hit the targets. I don't know why we didn't just displace here. This price action in delivery was horrible. It was just straight horrible. And after that, there's really nothing much else to aim for. I mean, we chopped up for 10 minutes, so you know dang well we don't have a single fair value gap on the 5 minute in sight. Yeah, that's looks like to be about it. I think that's going to be it for this trade recap. And yeah, I'm going to upload this. Really not much to discuss. The previous week before this was a much better week, I will say. The week right before this was just straight ass. Was complete ass. Really, really bad. But yeah, break-evens of doom this entire week except for Monday. excuse me, except for Monday, but that's going to be it, and I'm out.